having the best time. I already have the border done and the balloons and I'll show you, the front of the train, this little thing, and now I'm going into the wallpaper and probably the map. That's my plan. I'm not going to show you like the whole overhead footage and everything, but I'll just talk through my process as I go along. But that's the next step, is the wallpaper. I'm just having a great time, and I had dinner and watching Harry Potter, so this is like, it's a good time. Anyways, I'm going to keep going. So I am midway the third Harry Potter movie. So that's what, 6 hours of puzzling. And I love this puzzle so much. I'm almost done. I have about 50 pieces left. So pretty close to the end. And I really have enjoyed it. It's been so much fun and really good quality. Couple times where there was false fits, but other than that, it has a really secure fit, really nice. It reminds me a lot of Ravensburger, which I've heard quite a few times. So I'll show you what it's looking like so far. I'm just going to do the one puzzle tonight, but I probably will do another one tomorrow. So here, and this is what it's looking like so far. Don't mind the Loki meowing, but I love it. It's so much fun, and I'm honestly sad that I did it in one evening. Like, I should have done it over a course of like at least a couple days, but it's been so much fun. Good morning. I'm actually going to be making my iced coffee while I talk to you. Happy Tuesday. So I'm making some egg on toast, and it just sounds so good. Yesterday's breakfast was okay. It's definitely overpriced. I think I screwed up 2 different places. I think I was supposed to go to another one that also had avocado toast, because that wasn't what I was remembering. I couldn't remember which one it was, so I think it was the other place that I wanted to go to. But I'm just gonna have an egg with some toast, and that just sounds good. So I did finish the puzzle last night. I loved it so much. It just made me so happy. I did watch 3 Harry Potter movies. It took me about 2.5 Harry Potter movies to finish the puzzle, which is about 6 hours. I don't think that was too bad. Oh, hold on. So if you are a coffee lover, if you have non-dairy creamer, this one is, I got it at Target. It's the maple brown sugar. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So, but today I'm trying to finish up the oatmeal cookie that I have, and we're just having iced coffee. But on today's agenda, I have to do a little bit of schoolwork. That's like a must, just so the weekend isn't crazy stressful for me. I realized I have to do a little bit in the week, so that way I can have somewhat of a weekend. And then other than that, I don't have too much on the agenda. I might do a puzzle. I really need to clean. I might have a friend come over. We're kind of like going back and forth, so I don't know if she is, but I do need to clean the house. I feel like it just needs like a good hour, and I feel like the place would look okay. I still want to do some type of declutter in the kitchen. I've been trying to do this, it's almost like a decluttering minimalism challenge, which I actually kind of follow anyways. I don't like having like a lot of stuff, but I feel like in the past, I would say a couple years since we owned a house, things just accumulate. So I'm trying to just purge a little bit of what I'm not using, things I haven't used in years, things that are broken. We're at that point in our marriage that like everything is breaking at the same time. So we just replaced our coffee pot. We had to place a couple of pans. And so we're just, it's just, I mean, you're when married for 10 years, isn't that usually the threshold when things start to break? So I feel like I just need to do a little declutter. It's not going to take like a long time, just something in the kitchen a little bit every day. I'm waiting for this toast to take. So for breakfast, we have egg on toast, and I'm going to have an apple. Are you someone who cuts up your apple or just eat it whole? I've always just eaten it whole, but I know it's like a lot of people just cut it up. Sometimes I do if I'm having peanut butter, but just eating an apple, it sounds good. Know what I'm really bummed about? So I really was planning on doing like a good like fall weekend where I do maybe a pumpkin patch, maybe go apple picking, but apparently there's a really big frost this year, and the orchards that do pick your own are all closed for the year because they had a frost and the apples didn't survive. So that's just such a bummer because apples are my favorite, and I thought it would have been a really cool vlog, plus it just sounded like a lot of fun, but they're closed, which is such a bummer. Anyways, I'm gonna have my breakfast, and then I have a Zoom call at 10:30, so I might clean between now and then do a little schoolwork. Maybe I'll do save schoolwork to the evening, so I can have like the day to maybe puzzle, do something fun. Who knows? I'm excited. Also, here is the final puzzle. Again, I absolutely love this. I'm not sure if this one's still around because I did buy it kind of overpriced on Amazon, but if it is, I'll link it down below because I just had a blast. All right, so I just did like a 20-minute clean. Didn't film it, just wanted to get it done. House is still needing a little work, but better than it was. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to puzzle or do I want to do a small declutter of the kitchen? Both actually sound fun. I feel like I just like need to clean. But let's just pick out a puzzle that maybe I'll do later. I'll do like maybe a half-hour decluttering the kitchen. But let's just figure out which puzzle to do. I don't know. I'm so excited. I kind of just want to do like a small 500, like just like a couple hours just to do the puzzle. That sounds good. So we're looking for a 500 piece. We have a couple down there. So we have like a Polaroid one from Spin Master. We have that one there, which is from the zoo. Nothing on that shelf. That's 1,000 piece. I've done the other ones. Those are 1,000 pieces. Those are 1,000 pieces, except for this one, which I will do a separate video on eventually. We have 1,000 pieces. Did that one 500, the rest are 1,000, thousands. Maybe. Let's look down here. Maybe a New York puzzle. We have a couple 500. We have this one, which I don't want to do right now. That's the crazy Heathered Hills one. We have this one from Pomegranate. That's also a contender. So I think I'm going to do this one here. Let me pull it out and I'll tell you about it. So this one is by the brand Djeco. I I'm thinking how you pronounce it. It's designed in France, made in the Netherlands. I'm not quite sure which country to call it. But this one I got at the safari park, and it's just always intrigued me because it's super heavy and it's only 200 pieces. So part of me is thinking it might be a wooden puzzle or really thick cardboard. I'm not quite sure. I just wish you could know how heavy it is. I guess I could weigh it, but I'm not going to do that. But it's just a small 200 piece, so we're going to do this one. I'm excited. I wasn't planning on doing like a dedicated video, so we'll have to see how it is, but anyways, let's just see what this is. I'm going to go in the kitchen, but it might be a little noisy because the dishwasher's going. I just want to do the puzzle in the kitchen because it's brighter and there's fresh air with the door open. It's such a nice day out. It's not super hot. So I'm going to do this one. I'm so excited. So let's just take a peek at what it looks like. Why is it so heavy? It's still sealed. I haven't tried it yet. But my thought is it might be a wooden puzzle. Oh my gosh. So it's not wooden, but look how massive these pieces are. Oh my goodness. So this definitely feels like a children's puzzle. The pieces are so thick and chunky and massive. I think this is a relatively large puzzle once it's together. I'm sure it's not going to take me too long. It's only 200 pieces, but it's so bright. It's so shiny. But I am so excited for this. So here are the pieces all flipped over. It's just so bright and colorful. I'm sure this is meant for like 5-year-olds, but I don't care. They're just massive pieces. Like, look at it. It's like the length of my finger. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm sure it's not going to take me very long, but it just makes me so happy. Right, so I finished the puzzle, and it is beautiful except for this. I sat here the whole time. Oliver did come up once, but I've looked everywhere, like a piece didn't fall when he came up, so that is such a bummer because it's such a beautiful puzzle, and the box says 6 and up. I really didn't use the box at all when I did it, and it was completely fine. Didn't take me long at all, but it's so fun and chunky. I love how big the pieces are. It was just really satisfying, but such a bummer. I'm making a Tavalla meal for lunch, and this is actually the same thing I had yesterday. It is called spinach artichoke flatbread. I'm sure I could find ingredients to make this in the future at the grocery store, but this is what it looks like. I haven't cooked it yet, but I really enjoyed it yesterday. It was a smidge spicy. Now, for me, I'm a wimp. I don't do spicy at all. It actually also includes this, which I didn't even use yesterday, but something in here is also just a smidge spicy. Not enough for me to not eat it, but it definitely has a kick to it. So I am having this again. I'm excited. So this is my Tavalla oven. I usually have deals, so I got it actually $49, and then you just like bought a week's worth of meals, but I've actually been using it a ton. The meal selection, not the best, like there's not too many options, but I have really enjoyed the meal. So each meal only takes me like a minute to prepare, and then all I do is I press scan, and then scan, and then it just cooks it. And it toasts, broils, steams, and bakes all in one oven. And this is great, especially since it's been super hot. I don't want to turn on the actual oven. It's just me, so I have really been liking my Tavalla oven. It's only 12:30, and I guess I can do a little bit of like decluttering the kitchen, but I don't know what else to do today. So I'm just having a good couple days, you know? I've had a couple puzzles in. I feel like I could do like another 500 piece or 1,000 piece today, but I don't want to like get burnt out from puzzles. So I feel good. I know next week I'm going to do a 2,000 piece. I don't know what to do at the moment while that cooks. Maybe that's my time to do a little decluttering. Let's do that. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch out the coffee mugs. So in here, and this definitely needs a clean out, but this is our coffee cabinet, but it also includes our mugs, and we only use Disney mugs, and we have a ton in the garage, and I switch them out like every so often. Maybe I'll also just clean this out too, because it's just so full. What do you have to say? Tell me. Hey Mom, I want your lunch. So here are the rest of our mugs. There's also some up there too, just a couple. I think the fall ones are right there. I think I have a couple Halloweenish ones, so I'm gonna pull those out and just spruce up the mug cabinet. So these are the ones that I brought out. We have this guy, which is a massive mug, but I just started brewing hot coffee again, so when this gets hot, this actually turns color, and actually you can see the images. This one I got a few years ago, which is the Haunted Mansion's wallpaper. We got this one, which actually comes with a little spoon that's a spade. It says, not a morning person. It says, squirrel. And so, those are my mug selections. I'm only one person. I don't need 4 mugs out, but they just make me happy. Lunch is almost done, so I think once I'm done with lunch, I'm gonna clean out this cabinet, and then the other side is all our glassware, which we're only 2 people. We don't need this many, so we're just gonna do a little declutter after lunch. Okay, we are all fancy on the tripod right now because I'm going to do a little declutter of the kitchen. I was just watching some inspirational YouTube videos, and I've done a ton of declutters before, and I feel like it's different this time because we've lived in the house for now 3 years. Really haven't done too much decluttering since we moved in, and I feel like we've been accumulating or things that we've moved with us that we don't use. And so one of the people said, if you haven't used it in a year, you can get rid of it. And so I feel like that's the method I'm going to focus on. Is like, we haven't used it in a year or 3 years for that matter. I'm going to part ways with it. It's only us 2. We don't do big crazy dinner parties. Do we need all these glasses? No, but some of them are like sentimental. We'll just see what we can come up with. But my goal, I don't think I'm going to do everything today, but my goal is to do like this corner. So these cabinets, these drawers, these cabinets, and then we'll do the other ones maybe next week. So I have a couple empty boxes. We're going to have a yard sale, like a community yard sale in next month, I think. So we'll see what we can come up with. So let's go through this cabinet first. This I can get rid of. It is our coffee grinder. Our new coffee pot actually grinds the coffee in there, so we don't need the grinder anymore. Need to get my stool. Hold on. I'm short. I'm sorry for the weird angle, but brought everything from the top shelf down, which I need to wash that cupboard because that is gross. But let's just go in because I can't reach that area in our kitchen, so I feel like I haven't used any of that in over a year. First we have this guy. It's matcha, which I feel like is expired at this point. We've had it for a really long time, so this can go. It's almost empty anyway, so that can go. This can also go. This is from a couple years ago. It's hot chocolate we never finished, so I'm sure it's like drinkable, but no. We have the honey stick for our honey pot, but we don't really use either, so this can go. We no longer have our old coffee pot. Used to also do K-cups and a craft, but we got rid of it because it was dying, so we're getting rid of this and this, so good start. These Kona cups we got during quarantine, like their actual quarantine in 2020. There was a shaved ice truck that came around the area, and you'd had to like book special times, and so we got the cups from that. We don't need the cups though. This is our favorite coffee. It's from Aldi, and it is the Donut Store blend. We've really liked it. This is going to stay, but this one can go. It's actually almost empty. It's blueberry. Dave doesn't come back for a few months, and he's the one who liked it, so I'm just going to get rid of it because I don't think it'll taste as fresh when he comes back. We have all these short glasses, which I don't think I need. They were a Christmas gift a couple years ago, and they're cute. Actually, I use them for painting. You know what? I'm going to keep 2 of them for... So I'm going to keep 2 for when I paint, and then the rest can go. So I'll keep 2 of the cat ones, and then these 3 can go. I feel like that was such a good start. I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 things. So my goal was 30 over in total. So I think I'm going to hit 30 just from this. Oh, actually, this is the honey thing with the stick. We haven't even used it yet. Ooh, how long have we had this? At least a year. We've never used it with the stick. It's cute. I kind of want, this is a maybe. This is a maybe. This is one of our favorite teas. It's the double spiced chai from Stash. So it's such a good fall one, so we'll keep, I don't think I need the box. Here's the stuff that I'm keeping, which is all coffee and such. And then in here, I just put the drinkware here, which is a lot for 2 people, I know. But these are souvenirs, and we just like glasses. And there's only 2 of each besides wine glasses, so I'm not mad about it, you know. And then this one up here is completely empty. So I think my plan is for this cupboard to now, so there's spices here, and then it's a mess. So I'll just show you what it looks like. So we have spices, mess, not too much up there. Can you tell that I'm short? Nothing is on the top shelves. And then I had Tupperware here, but I think I might move the Tupperware and have the coffee there because their coffee in the tea kettle are right here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move those somewhere, declutter, and then we'll figure out where that stuff is going. Also, the other things that, while I'm showing you the befores, we have the silverware drawer, which is probably not too much in here that I'll get rid of. I don't even know what's in this drawer. Just a bunch of random stuff. And then we have this cupboard, which is bakeware with other stuff I don't use. We have this, which is lids. And then here's our cookware, which can definitely get minimized a bit. So I'm going to do this off camera. I'll show you the piles of stuff that I am going to get rid of, and then the after. So I'm not going to show you every single thing that I'm getting rid of, but hopefully there's a big, a grand reveal. Just turned around though, and we have this little boy. Hi, Oliver. Just chilling in a box. So, and this is the stuff that I'm getting rid of that's not perishable. Aw, hey babe. So I just finished this corner of the kitchen and I feel so good. I'll show you the stuff that I'm getting rid of in a second, but let me show you the after, because it's night and day. I feel like it's a smarter way to do it, because when I was watching those videos, it's what systems don't work. So I switched a couple things up, so hopefully it'll stay clean. Although we've been here 3 years, I haven't really done any type of deep cleaning like this. I feel like it's not too bad, but let me just show you how it ended up. So you guys have already seen this, but I did add the Tupperware at the top. I feel like we're missing quite a few pieces, but I feel like that's enough for just me. I might get a few more when Dave's there. This cup here is his, so I just don't want to get rid of it. So we'll see on that. But in these cupboards is so much better. Oh my goodness. So moved the drink stuff here, which just makes sense because the coffee and tea are right here, and it was always so full that it was just chaos. So now there's enough space for it. And then here is spices, which I downsized a little bit, but I also put the baking spices down with the baking stuff because I don't use them all the time. And then here I brought these down. They were up there, and I always have to grab my little step stool for when I want one. So I put the trivets here. This is the thing for the tovala, and then things that I use frequently. So that just feels so much better. I do have this tea here because that's the one I want to try next. And then in the drawers, here is this one. So I got rid of a couple things from this drawer, not too many, but just made it make a little bit of sense. Like I use these all the time, so these need to be front and center. I found my scale. I forgot that I even had it. So I just have this drawer. Feels much better. I didn't really get rid of anything in this drawer besides like moving some things over to this drawer, so it was just making more sense. And then in this cabinet, I have the cookie sheets that I use all the time. And then this is where I'm not quite sure what's happening, but my NutriBullet just died. I had it for years and I really miss it. So I'm gonna get a new one. I'm keeping the old extra pieces that I actually use. So the NutriBullet will go here because I actually did use it almost daily. So, but I also moved the lid. So I'm keeping that just for now. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this system this way. I did just order a couple new frying pans. So we'll see. But in here, looking a little bit better. Not too much has changed. I did get rid of a few, but I do know there's 2 coming in the mail because we had our same frying pan since we were married, and they just needed an upgrade. Like, look at this one. Yeah, this one might go also. I just want to double check the sizes when the new ones arrive, and this is a pan like I use all the time, so I didn't want to go without it. So we'll see if that one is replaced with the new one because I love that size of pan. It's just massive. So that is where I'm at currently. I feel good about where I'm at. I'm not going to do the rest of the kitchen today. That'll probably just be like an ongoing project, but I think next week we'll do this corner, and then at some point I need to do, sorry, that was really close. I need to do the pantry because there's some food in here that I feel like I've been in our cupboard since we moved in. Here is the pile of stuff I'm getting rid of. That feels awesome. So I think I'm going to end it here, actually. I just feel like the rest of the night I just want to relax, maybe do schoolwork, nothing to really vlog about. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I feel like there's a lot of stuff happening in it. I might do another puzzle this evening, I don't know, but it'll just be more relaxed, stress-free, no filming type of puzzle experience. This guy is loving life right now. It's almost there, dinner time. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!